My name is Christi Carlson, and I'm going to share with you some things I have been doing since last year's presentation. It's been about a year ago. Many of you know I graduated from Hiram College in 2011 with an environmental studies degree. And while searching for employment, I've used volunteering as a means of professional development. And a few places I have utilized my talents are at the Museum of Natural History. I was part of a team that created an electronic database of 30,000 birds, and most recently trained in presenting live animal shows, and this is Radar, the barn owl. I began volunteering last summer at the Nature Center at Shaker Lakes, and this turned into a part-time job in December, where I'm currently the Welcome Desk Associate. This is Stevenson Brook. It's a tributary to Euclid Creek. It flows behind my house along a wetland. And every spring, a group of neighbors clean up the trash that collects in the wetland. So you can see how much trash we collect. And this trash inspired me to volunteer for Friends of Euclid Creek. And I became involved. It's a local watershed group. It was just a few years ago, and I've served now for 1 year as vice president, and I have 1 more year to go, and probably committed to president. But anyway, a watershed, what is a watershed? It's clearly about boundaries and divisions, a turning point, hence the watershed moment. But more simply put, it's an area of land that drains into a body of water. And we can look at the water cycle visually, and the rain falls, the snow melts, and the precipitation flows to the lowest point in the landscape. And here, that would be Lake Erie. How many of you know which watershed you live in? There's 5 major watersheds in Northeast Ohio, and if you do not live in the river system, you live in a watershed with tributaries that flow directly into Lake Erie, and Euclid Creek is a tributary. So Friends went through a strategic planning process this year, and we revised our mission and our goals, and let's look at some of the work that we've done to support those goals. We host rain barrel workshops in all the communities in the watershed, and for you artists out there, some of these barrels have provided a different kind of canvas to display artistic talent. We have just started conducting green cleaning for the inside and outside of the home, and these workshops, the next one is in September. It's in Richmond Heights. I'll probably be there. We also have a photography contest, and it's to highlight photos and pictures that were taken in the watershed. These 2 are from last year. It's the winner and runner-up. So if you're interested in submitting photos, let me know. Wildwood Park in Collinwood is where Euclid Creek actually empties into the lake. And the park has undergone a complete restoration, and I'm on the left to show you that I really did plant something. Our scholarship initiative is brand new, and we're now accepting applications. They're directed to high school students for 2014, and we are in deep need of publicizing this event. We need some help. But our bigger vision is land acquisition. We preserved 39 acres in Highland Heights of meadow through a conservation easement to help protect this endangered flower. And we now have an opportunity to acquire an additional 12 acres that's adjacent to the property. This property is our recent acquisition. It's 8 acres in Richmond Heights, and the grant that we received doesn't cover all the cost. And one of our requirements is that we provide a funding match. So we're implementing a campaign. There are many economic and health benefits that promote individual and community well-being by preserving land. Some are tangible and some are intangible. So the call to action here is by donating to our conservation fund, you directly help improve water quality and as well as quality of life. And for volunteerism, we're looking for professional in-kind work.